Hey, how's it going? I'm here today to talk about Bruno Mars' Unorthodox Jukebox. I bought it from iTunes a couple hours ago. Usually, I just listen to an album once and do a review, but since this album's so short, I listen to it a couple times before the review. I'll see how I do it in the future with either one listen or two. Okay, let's jump straight into it. Bruno dropped this today. He had the singles Young Girls and Locked Out of Heaven, which are the first two songs on the album. Those were the two singles he dropped beforehand, and he has also released When I Was Your Man. So let's jump straight into it. The first song is Young Girls. I really like this song. The first time I heard it was when he performed it on Saturday Night Live I guess it was about a month ago. But the song is talking about how these young girls are getting to him and like could kill him, but not literally. And I like it. I like his vocal performance on that. The next song is Locked Out of Heaven. That's the lead single. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. He also performed that on Saturday Night Live I think it was about a month ago. And one of my favorite parts of this song is when he breaks it down with the band, like he did on Victoria's Secret show. He goes, Locked out of heaven for too long. I really like that song. The next song is one of my favorites. It's called Gorilla. And he's talking about how him and his girl are going to be having sex. He's going to be like saying, give it to me, mother. I like that song. It's one of my favorites from the album. The next song is Treasure, and this gives me like an 80s feel, but not 80s in that the song was made in the 80s feel, like a Michael Jackson off the wall feeling, but rather a song that was inspired by something from the 80s, like Mariah Carey with the whole Glitter soundtrack, something like that. But I know that's completely different. I like this song. I like the old school feel of it. The next song is Moonshine, and this gives me like an old school. What's the name of that group? Is it the Police? Because I've been reading that in some reviews. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. It sounds like it could have been made with that group in mind. I like that song. The next song, we're on number 6 already, is When I Was Your Man. This is, like I was saying, one of the songs that he had released beforehand. I really like this song. I think it's another highlight on the album. This song is stating the things he would do differently if he was with that person again. For me, it's like the male R&B pop version of that Taylor Swift song, Back to December. I love that song so much from that Speak Now album. I really love songs like this where the person is saying, I did something wrong. I realized that I should have treated you better, and I would if I had that opportunity again. I love it. The next song is Natalie. The I guess the plot of the song is he's saying that this girl had stolen from him and he's going to track her down. I really think there should be a way this song should be used in a movie soundtrack. I think it would work so perfectly, like the commercials playing and then they start playing the song. And I have a vision. Okay, number 8 is Show Me. That's one of the songs I don't like on the album. It's like a reggae type of beat, and I just don't like Bruno Mars on the beat. But the song itself isn't bad. I just don't like it. The next song is Money Make Her Smile. This is like Bruno's own version of Dance Make Her Dance or Rihanna's Pour It Up. And I think I've just heard too many songs with that theme recently, so I don't particularly like that song. The last song on the album, we're already at the end of the album, is If I Knew. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's so short, but I'm glad Bruno Mars ended the album with the song that I like. He started the album on a high note, he ended it on a high note. So no complaints. I really like that song. My only complaint about the overall album is that it's so short, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. When albums are so short, I expect them to be epic masterpieces such as Thriller or Inner Visions. Those were short albums, but every single song was epic and iconic. Um, And this album isn't bad at all. It just has those two tracks I don't like. Um, but it's good that he didn't just add a bunch of filler tracks on the end or come up with, a BS deluxe version just to get more money, even though this was like $10.99 for 10 tracks, but it's cool. Overall, I think I would give the album B plus just because it's so short, and if I don't like two songs out of 10 on the album, that would technically be 80%. But the other 8 songs are really good. So let's say like 86%, something like that, if I had to put it in a number. I definitely think it's worth the money. I was not here for Bruno Mars when his first album came out. I really didn't like any of the singles. I didn't like the songwriting, even though I think Bruno's a great songwriter. I didn't like anything from his last era. I started to get interested in his music when I heard It Will Rain from the Twilight soundtrack. I said, okay, this is the Bruno Mars I could get into. And I think that Unorthodox Jukebox takes it takes the album to that level. Like it feels like his songwriting has gotten better. I like this better than the songs that I heard from the last album. Let me know what you all think about the album, if there's any, and let me know if there's anything I should be listening to or anything like that. I enjoyed this album. I think it's good. B/B plus. Yeah, cause nine. Yeah, let's just say somewhere in the middle. And my favorite songs would be, let's see, Locked Out of Heaven, Gorilla, When I Was Your Man, Young Girls. There's so many. It's a good album. I just don't like 2 songs. But let me know what you think if you have the album, if you're going to get the album. And check out my other reviews. And I'll talk to y'all later.